Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle Seahawks fans. Let's get to the news, so let's talk about the buzz that's been swirling around the league, the potential trade that's got everyone talking. Rumor has it that the Seattle Seahawks are eyeing a bold move to bolster their secondary, and the name at the center of this speculation is none other than Jessie Bates III, currently with the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, you heard that right. The Seahawks might be making a run at one of the most versatile safeties in the league, and the chatter is that Atlanta is open to trading him, especially considering where they are right now, a rebuild mode and a cap situation that's not exactly ideal. Right now, the Falcons are sitting at 310, and they're clearly prioritizing a youth rebuild, focusing on acquiring draft picks and cap space. Atlanta's management seems to be looking to shed some veteran contracts and invest in their future, which makes a trade for Bates a real possibility. The buzz is that the Falcons are asking for a third-round pick and a fifth-round pick in exchange for Bates, which is a pretty reasonable price considering his production and potential. They have about $3.6 million in cap space, and with their current roster, they're not really in a position to compete at a high level this season, so they're leaning towards building for the future. Now, why are the Seahawks so interested? Well, first off, Seattle's secondary has been a real point of concern this season. Despite their 10-3 record, there's been a noticeable need for more playmaking in the back end. They've been solid, but against top-tier receivers, they sometimes struggle to contain the best pass catchers in the league. That's where a player like Bates could make a huge difference. He's not just a good safety, he's a game changer. Over his career, he's accumulated 32 interceptions, 500 yards on INT returns, and 6 touchdowns. He's a ball hawk, a guy who can turn the tide of a game with a single play. Imagine Bates lining up in the Seahawks secondary, providing that extra layer of elite coverage. His ability to read plays, jump routes, and make big plays could give Seattle's defense a significant boost. It's not just about stats, it's about the impact. A safety like Bates can elevate the entire unit, helping to reduce big plays allowed and creating turnovers that lead to extra possessions on offense. His presence could be the spark that turns a good Seahawks defense into a dominant one, especially with the playoffs on the horizon. Looking at his recent form, Bates had a solid 2025 season, playing 14 games, snagging 5 interceptions for 70 yards, and adding 7 pass deflections. He's also been a consistent tackler, with 88 total tackles, including 52 solo stops. His coverage grades have been impressive, with a PFF rating of 76. 2 overall and an even higher 82. 1 in coverage. That's the kind of consistency the Seahawks need. Plus, he's been remarkably durable, missing just 1 game due to a concussion, a small risk in an otherwise reliable profile. What's really appealing about Bates is his reputation as a leader on the field. Seattle's secondary has been solid this year, but adding a veteran who's been compared to the impact Earl Thomas had in his prime, especially in terms of creating turnovers, could be a game changer. The Seahawks have been eyeing ways to increase their interception rate, which currently sits around 18 per season, and boosting that number could be a key factor in their playoff push. And don't forget the larger picture. The Seahawks are in a strong position now at 10-3, fighting for playoff seeding and aiming for a deep postseason run. Adding a player like Bates could be the difference maker, especially in close games where turnovers and big plays swing the outcome. His ability to generate plays in clutch moments is exactly what a contender needs. The potential impact is huge. Some analysts even suggest that acquiring Bates could lead to a projected increase of about 1-4 wins in the standings, pushing Seattle even higher in the NFC hierarchy. Of course, no move is without its questions. Atlanta's management might doubt whether Bates fits their new scheme or if the draft picks they receive will be enough to replace his production. But for the Seahawks, this could be a golden opportunity to lock down a top-tier safety who can immediately step in and contribute. The Seahawks coaching staff has a history of developing defensive playmakers, and Bates' skill set is a perfect fit for their aggressive, turnover-focused approach. Plus, With the Seahawks already having a strong core, adding a player like Bates could be the final piece needed to solidify their defense as one of the league's best. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the trade rumors have sparked a lot of excitement among Seahawks fans. They see this as a potential turning point, a move that could elevate the team from good to great, especially in the postseason. With Bates on board, the Seahawks could see their secondary become a true strength, supporting their pass rush and helping them stifle even the most potent offenses in the league. And if the Seahawks can lock down their division rivals, notably teams like the 49ers or the Rams, this move could have a ripple effect, shaking up the NFC West in a big way. Beyond just immediate impact, this move could also be part of a broader strategy. Seattle has been building a roster with a mix of veteran savvy and young talent, and acquiring Bates would add a seasoned, proven player to that mix. It's about creating a defensive identity, a Legion of Boom 2.0, if you will, with a secondary that's as dangerous as it is reliable. The Seahawks have been inching toward that kind of identity for years, and a trade like this could push them over the edge. It's also worth noting that the Seahawks are playing with a lot of confidence this season. Geno Smith has been fantastic at quarterback, and the offense has been clicking. Their balanced approach, with a potent running game and a dynamic passing attack, puts them in a prime position to make a serious playoff run. Adding a disruptive safety like Bates would complement that well, amplifying their defensive capabilities and giving them more options to disrupt opposing offenses. Now, for all the fans of the Seahawks out there, it's an exciting time. The possibility of Bates donning the blue and green and making plays at Lumen Field has everyone buzzing. It's one of those moves that could define the rest of the season and even set the stage for a deep playoff push. Seahawks are known for their smart moves, their resilience, and their ability to find diamonds in the rough, but sometimes the big splash moves are what really change the narrative. And let's not forget the impact on the locker room. Bringing in a player like Bates, who's known for his leadership and football IQ, would send a message to the locker room that the Seahawks are all in on winning now. It would inspire the young guys to step up, knowing that the team is committed to building a championship-caliber roster. The chemistry and culture are just as important as the X's and O's, and Bates's presence could be a catalyst for even greater team unity. So in summary, the buzz around a potential Seahawks-Falcons trade for Jessie Bates III is one that fans should be paying close attention to. It's a move that could add immediate talent, elevate the defense, and give Seattle a real edge in their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. The NFL is always full of surprises, and this one has the makings of a blockbuster if it comes to fruition. With the Seahawks' current trajectory and Bates's proven ability, it's easy to see this as a match made in football heaven. The next few weeks will be critical. Stay tuned, because this story isn't over yet, and the impact could be seismic for Seattle's championship aspirations. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think acquiring Jessie Bates would push our defense to the next level? Are you excited about the idea of him teaming up with our current secondary stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting yet, and with moves like this, who knows how far we can go. Let's keep the faith, keep cheering loud, and keep believing in that Super Bowl run. Go Hawks!